Good evening, sisters, brothers, mothers, and others, and welcome to another episode of the Vegematic Show. I'm very sorry that the Vegematic Show has been delayed a few days this week, but honestly, if I don't feel inspired, then why the fuck do it, right? Oh, I shouldn't say that. I'm sorry. I'm going with a new family-friendly YouTube policy, and I am no longer going to use the word fuck in any of my videos. That's it. It's done. This is the last time you're going to ever hear fuck on the Vegematic channel, because from now on, I'm just going to use the word Trump. So replacing the it's like Trump you and up your Trump and you get the idea. It's all just, you've got to replace swear words with worse swear words, and I think it's time that people are tired of fuck. I mean, fuck. Oh, I said it again. There goes that damn algorithm preventing me from getting out there. Well, welcome to the Vegematic Show and the Vegematic Universe. I'm still in business. I don't make any money, but I'm still in business. And tonight, let's see, what have I got tonight? Oh, it's the Round the World Beer Tour, continuing. Actually, I decided we'd continue with Asia, and this is Tiger Beer from Singapore. And I had a friend of mine that went to art school with me who ended up teaching in Singapore. And the first thing he said when he got there was they got off the airplane, and there it is in the airport. Welcome to Singapore. Death to drug dealers. So I don't think he taught there much more than one semester. I don't know, for some reason he might have felt uncomfortable there. But anyway, all the shit's going on in the shitosphere, isn't it? Oh, we got little kids appearing in court. Senor, I don't know who you are. I don't speak your language, and what the hell is going on? Why don't you give these kids something to play with at least while they're testifying in court? Oh, here we go. And I can't hate Trump more than anybody else, and it's exhausting. The absolute loathing, the putridicity, the vomit-inducing orange plague. I'm out of words to describe it.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Immigration Judge William Soffer, sitting in the Immigration Court in Portland, Oregon. These are removal proceedings.
So now we hear that the Orange Maniac is meeting with Putin. That has nothing to do with Russia. And just because nobody else can hear a damn word that the two of them are saying doesn't mean that there's any collusion or anything, or a PP tape. Nah, it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. It can't exist. Man, that would be the most valuable tape in the world, and Putin probably owns it. And all of us are terrified, horrified. We're just lost. And I think that's why I'm doing this, because there will be some record after I die that I didn't go along with any of this shit. My whole life wasn't me, man. I wasn't doing it. I don't follow orders. Isn't that what's wrong with human beings? They follow orders. And they're taught not to question authority. Everybody's got to question authority, because what's authority but these self-imposed titles that people claim to have that give them some right to tell somebody else what to do? It's the whole thing. Don't harm anybody. If you harm somebody, then that sucks. You rob somebody, yeah, okay, you steal from somebody, you murder somebody, obviously that shit can't go on. And one of the things that I most admired and that gave me hope and made me happy was seeing all those people braving the heat and humidity, and it feels gross, and said that no, this isn't going to happen. We can only hope it isn't going to happen, but with the recent events and the almost complete shutdown now of free speech. And all you have to do is read shit on YouTube, and this will give you an idea of where these red hats are going, because honestly, they're dumb as a post. They're completely idiots, but they believe this shit. And it's like the QAnon stuff. It's like Alex Jones. The Democrats are gonna start a civil war. Stop this bullshit, okay? Just everybody fucking calm down. Get that trumping. It's hard to do, isn't it? Because you just want to say, what can you do? What word can describe your revulsion? There's not a word in the English language that I can find that expresses as much revulsion that I feel. It's just too much. It's all too much. I've been holding this cigarette and I've not been smoking it. You know why? Not because I care about my health, but because I didn't want to stop talking long enough to light it. So where are we going with this world now? Which way? Which direction? Which direction? Well, it's like I was just left a comment on Hambone's channel about how I think what's going to happen is that all these corporations are going to merge together into one huge mega planet gorging, eating, destroying mega corporation run by artificial intelligence that wants to destroy all organic life because they are artificially intelligent and they don't need anything to survive, nothing organic. So they'll just wipe that all out. So that's one scenario for our future. Something to look forward to, along with the floods and hurricanes and volcanoes. None of it's real. None of it's real. We all live in a matrix. Oh, happy July 4th to my American friends and my American colleagues. I would like to say some good things about July 4th. But all I can say is, well, I don't want to offend anybody, so I'm not gonna go there. I engage morons sometimes. I don't know why I do it, because I know that you're trying to break through that hard exterior thing that surrounds their brain, and you pound on it and say, see, facts, fake news. And now I'm getting things like the Jew media. It's the Jew media now. It's not just fake news, it's the Jew media. So we can add a little bit of that fun to the mix. I did remind that these morons that worship Trump, that the Jew media in Israel seems to really be fond of the abomination of desolation. So I think you're kind of confused. Stephen Miller is actually Jewish, as far as I know. I think, how do you end up a Jewish Nazi? Okay? I don't understand how you end up a Jewish Nazi. I guess he figures that maybe it's self-hating. He's a self-hating Jew or something, or feels inferior, or his mother didn't love him, or he lacked human touch as an infant. Is that what makes people like Stephen Miller Nazis? A Jewish Nazi. Isn't that amazing? We have Jewish Nazis. Oh, Netanyahu. Oh, God, sorry. What was I thinking? There's tons of Jewish Nazis. There's no reason to be anti-Semitic. I find it interesting that Israel has become so completely blind to the repetition of what happened to Jewish people in Germany, and the fact that do they feel so frightened that it'll happen again that they feel that they have to impose this on other human beings? There's no excuse. There's no excuse for shooting people down. And if all I had were rocks and people were shooting at me, I'd probably throw the damn rocks too. It's not really a very fair fight, is it? So enough of that. Yeah, this will probably get me even further shadow banned. It's really funny when I look at other channels. I see this really boring content. It's poorly lit and poorly produced and has no socially redeeming value, and hundreds of thousands of views. Anything moronic, anything vacuous, anything empty, that's what they want on YouTube. So, not being any of those things, I am relegated to this tiny corner. And everybody on social media knows this. It's designed so that if you turn your social media off and you don't have a presence, it's like I'm late for my show, a couple of days late for my they tell you gotta upload every week. And it's hard for me sometimes because sometimes I'm depressed, sometimes I'm doing other things, sometimes I'm sleeping, and YouTube is the only thing I have in my life, and they want to take it away from me. I can't face it anymore. It's too much. I'm glad you're here in this dark, dank little corner of the internet where nobody can find you and nobody cares. Welcome to my world.
Do you understand what these proceedings here in court are all about? You know what a lawyer is?
So if you're on social media, you're often connected to this hallucination of people that are like simpatico and understanding and wonderful. And yet if there's some absence from the social media, then it's amazing how quickly people that you think are your best friends will just disappear and vanish into the ether. And it's the way we are. We don't really have any real relationships with other humans anymore. It's been designed that way to keep us all separate. It's been so long since I sat around in a coffee house listening to protest music and having some friends around that really cared about me. They're dead now, most of them. And the ones that aren't dead are dying or dead inside. So one questions as one ages your priorities. And you look back and you say, geez, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done this. And my life would have worked out better if I'd done that. And then you come to the point where you say, well, this is what it is. This is who I am. And this is where I am hopefully going to some place in the ethosphere that is joyous and loving rather than this kind of weird thing that we're in called life on Earth, which is an amazing contradiction between beauty and ugliness. The amazing contrast between the sublime and a beautiful sunset, nature's bounty, and the hell that we as human beings are creating, or have been busily creating, maybe not really thinking about it for so many years. When they designed the internal combustion engine, and when the dirty shit that ran the Industrial Revolution, and that's what we in the West have exported to the rest of the world is filthy fuel. How to achieve a life of relative luxury at the expense of not only the planet but the other human beings and animals that inhabit the planet. We're plunderers. We're just plundering as we go. The ones that say stop plundering, they're not listened to. They're pushed to the margins, to the periphery, and we have this great democratization of the media, supposedly. And what is happening with that? It's being shut down. It's being closed off. It's being... I feel like when I'm on Google Plus and I have all these people that the stuff shows up in my feed and it's all left-wing stuff and everything, and I just think, okay, it's this insular, circular thing, so that we're all on the same wavelength, but we're not on the same plane, if that's making any sense to any of you.
Sophia, good morning. Are you a little nervous this morning? See? You know what a lawyer is?
No.
No? Do you have a lawyer?
And you know, I'm really happy that for once in my life something cool is going to happen, and I'm actually going to meet somebody from YouTube that I've known for years and never met in the flesh. That Hambone is coming to London, Ontario, Canada. And I warned him, it's a shithole. It is probably one of the... well, it's becoming an overflow from Toronto now. Well, and my little tiny house is becoming ridiculously valuable, which works out well because I can sell it and then we can get the fuck out of here and go somewhere less hot. It's been brutally hot here, absolutely stupefyingly hot. Apparently a cold front is moving in tomorrow along with some thunderstorms, so if I don't get washed out, then I will finally be able to turn off the damn air conditioner and open the windows, let all the smoke that's been building up fly out the windows. And my neighbors, I worry about it, you know, sometimes when you open the window and there's lots of smoke. They hate smoke. They hate smokers. Smokers are the last group who it's totally legal to discriminate against. It's totally encouraged to discriminate against smokers, people that abuse their bodies, which I think is the height of hypocrisy. Because I've always said, if you go into a garage, close the door, light a cigarette and smoke it, you'll probably be okay. However, if you start your car, close the door, and stand in there, you're gonna be fucking dead in an instant. So, okay, unless people are willing to totally change their lifestyles, then why the hell should I change my lifestyle? And if it kills me, I don't care. We've all got to die sometime. And it's just, I'm tired of health Nazis, okay? I'm living my life. I'm 61 years old. I'm probably healthier than most 61-year-olds. Well, yeah, that's it. Yeah, I think so. But you know, I'm still happening. I'm still grooving. I'm still hanging out. I'm there. My brain might be getting a little foggier as time goes on, but I know what's happening. I can see what's happening, and I hope you can all see what's happening. And I wish you. This is from my heart. From my heart, I wish all the best to good people that have good intentions and do nice things for each other These are horrendous years that we are facing ahead of us, and none of us will get through any of it unless we take care of each other in some way. Do what you can. Smile. It's hard these days to smile. I can't remember the last time I smiled. And if you're a new subscriber, thank you. I don't really get in anymore. I get notified occasionally for some reason if I get subscribers, so I don't know. But I'm going to be in the 700 club soon. Rumor has it. Somebody told me I'm almost up to 700 subscribers, so when I get to 700 subscribers, I will be the pseudo 700 club, and like Pat Robertson, I'll go touch the screen, feel your healing. It's right there, and that'll be $49.95, please, to start. Help me get up there. Help me get out there. Why? Because I don't know, I'm already so easy to identify when they come and put us all in camps that I figure I got nothing to lose. So spread it around if you can. I'm sorry if I haven't talked to people in a long time. I'm trying to actually engage in life more and less, being less online. But then I try and engage in life and I can't because everybody's walking around and they're glued to their screen and nobody says, "Hi, it's fucking hot it's trumping hot today. It's really trumping hot." That's really trumped up, man. So yeah, it's family friendly. I'll remember. No more F word. It will be replaced with Trump. So Trump you, everybody, and I hope to see more of you around. I hope that you all resist with all your heart, with all your soul. Resist the orange slime covering the world right now. And did you hear about Poland? Poland, man. Poland is turning into a right-wing authoritarian state where they don't want refugees. And this is the thing about Western nations. We create climate and war refugees, and then we don't want them. There's too many of them. And it's only going to get worse because it's the third world, and they don't stop. And nobody is thinking that, like, please just stop reproducing. That's the best thing any of us can do, is we don't need to reproduce anymore. There's far too many of us. It's like when I look out on my sidewalk in the spring, and every year there's like millions of these little ants. I don't know what the fuck, but I don't want them in my house. So what do? I spray chemicals on them, and I'm feeling like, oh man, I'm like some kind of weird fucking, I may be destroying things that families and ant consciousness, and I'm just gassing them all. So then I think, well, there are people that think that way about human beings, so be careful, because I think they're coming up with some really interesting internment ideas, and all those conspiracy theories, every one of them is coming true before your eyes. It's there, but not Q. You don't have to look at Q. What is this bullshit, man? Oh man, this is the biggest psyop operation I've ever seen. Who is behind this bullshit, right? It's Trump versus the New World Order. Oh man. Idiots. Oh, I forgot I am one of these. I bought this in 2011 for Occupy. I had another channel back then. I can't remember what I called it, but I didn't know. Oh, there's no batteries left in it, unfortunately, because I haven't protested in a while, because I'm old and it hurts. So be well, everybody. Stay in tune. Stay mellow, yet aware, and spread love instead of fear. We gotta fight this shit. We gotta fight this shit with everything we've got. But in the meantime, I'm gonna go have a nap. Thanks, everybody.